the Global Investigative Journalism Network asked some of the world's leading experts for their top tips when investigating stories. The top tips for mobile journalism.
Think story first. It's always story, story, story. Don't get sucked in to take a techno-determinist approach and think technology is going to be the answer. It's not. It's not about being one of the smart mobs. You've got to be net smart. Tip number 2 is plan. Plan your story. Don't think that a little plan is restrictive or prescriptive. It's actually your map, your lifeline. So if you plan a story, that's actually going to help you in the field. You'll know what you're actually filming. It's also going to help in the edit suite because that initial plan becomes your first edit map. My third tip is that you have to think about technology a little bit. For example, if my boss was to send me to Africa to film lions, I couldn't do it all on a mobile phone. I'd be eaten. So what I'm saying is you've got to actually think story first. So if you think story, you'll work out what technology you need to make the story. And tip 4 is B-roll or cutaways or clipper builder. It's the overlay footage, the cover footage that you use to put over a bit of narration or to put over an interview when you cut an interview down. When you think you've shot enough B-roll, shoot some more. You haven't got enough. And the key is to shoot your story first and then shoot your B-roll around your story when you know what you need. But that doesn't mean that you don't shoot your B-roll before you start shooting story. For example, if you turned up here to this conference and there were a whole bunch of people yelling and screaming outside, you'd shoot that when you got there before you shot the interview about that yelling and screaming. My 5th tip is to do with editing. Edit the story first and then worry about your B-roll. The idea is to get your structure down very, very quickly using even draft narration. Just get something down to get what I call the story bounce happening. Once you have the story bounce happening, you can then move the blocks around till your structure is right, editorially, legally, and for whatever reason. And then you can paste it up with B-roll, give it its breathing space. So edit the story first, edit it quickly.